Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. Thank you for spending part of your day with me. In today's video, we are going to be talking about making homemade vanilla extract in preparation for the upcoming holiday gift giving season. Many of you messaged me asking me for ideas for homemade gifts to give at Christmas time, and this is one of my favorites. Now, I always have a bottle of homemade vanilla extract brewing in my kitchen pantry. I love making homemade vanilla because it's, number one, it's economical to make it yourself. Number two, it tastes way better than most of the extracts you can buy in the grocery store. And number three, it's really easy to do. It makes a fantastic gift to give all your friends and family during the holidays. So you only need a few things. You need vanilla beans, of course. I always buy mine from Amazon. I love these vanilla beans. These are Madagascar Grade A vanilla beans from Vanilla Bean Kings. Amazon frequently has these on sale. I recommend buying larger packages. This package contains 50 beans and you can get it for a really good buy. These were not on sale this time, so I think I paid about $40 for 50 beans, which is way cheaper than what you can get at the grocery store. I was at the store yesterday and just checked out the price of vanilla beans in the grocery store. One vanilla bean cost almost $10. So getting them in bulk is the way to do it. Amazon, like I said, carries this brand. I love this brand. I will leave a link in the description box below for the vanilla beans and most of the other items I'm going to be using today. So I highly recommend them. So anyway, you're going to need some fresh vanilla beans. You're going to need some liquor, of course. For those of you who do not know, vanilla extract is made by adding a vanilla bean to a liquor of some sort. I like to use vodka. You don't have to use top shelf vodka, but you do want to use a quality vodka for your extract. This time I'm going to be using Smirnoff. It was on sale, so that's what I'm going to be using today. A lot of times I use Kettle One. You can use Seagram's, whatever you like. Just make sure it's a fairly good quality. You do want 80 proof or higher to make your extract. So you're going to need that. And then the other thing you are going to need is a fun bottle to put it in. I bought this set on Amazon. It was a set of 16, I believe. So you get the bottle. These are 5-ounce bottles. And you also get, obviously, the cap that goes on top. You get this really bougie, pretty gold. I think you can pick different colors. I think they have gold, black, red. They have different colors of the foil to go on top of the lid to make it pretty. Comes with pretty ties. And then it also comes with your label that says vanilla extract, homemade with love, made by date, and the batch number. So this is a really good set to buy. Obviously you can use another type of bottle you prefer, but this set was really nice, I thought, and economical for gift giving. The other bottles I like that I have used in the past are these little swing top bottles. These bottles, I think I said, these are 5-ounce bottles that I'm going to be prepping this year. But if you want something smaller, these bottles are 2-ounce bottles. These work really great as well. And I will leave links to them to Amazon in the description box below. There'll be links to my Amazon store so you can easily find these. One thing I did want to mention before we get started is I do try to, even though we're using alcohol and alcohol is known to sterilize things, I do like to make sure that my jars or bottles that I'm using are sterilized first, just to make sure everything's nice and clean. So I did boil these for 10 minutes, just like you would sterilize jars or baby bottles. But you can also sterilize them in your dishwasher. Now, before we get started, I did want to mention you can do this a couple of different ways. You can brew it all together as one batch and then pour it in your bottles, or you can brew it directly in your bottles. I'm going to demonstrate how to do it directly in your bottles. All right, so we're going to start by splitting our vanilla beans. I like to use 1 vanilla bean per ounce. So these bottles are 5-ounce bottles, so we're going to need 5 beans. If you want to make double fold, we're going to be making single fold vanilla extract. If you want to make double fold, you're going to double the amount of beans. But I'm going to start with 5 per jar, or per bottle. So you just want to split your bean down the center. We want to give access to the caviar inside of the bean. So make sure you split them. And I just use a sharp paring knife. Then we are going to add our beans to a bottle. If the bean is too long for the bottle, you can always cut it in half. Then we're going to take a funnel, put it in our jar, and then we're going to add our vodka, or whatever liquor you're using. You can use a different liquor. You don't have to use vodka. I just like vodka because it's a nice clean flavor and I can really taste the vanilla. You do want to make sure that your beans are fully submerged in your liquid. So then we're going to take the little plastic thing that has the hole. We're going to put that on our bottle next, and then our lid. I'm going to give it a good shake and move on to the next one. I do want to point out that good quality vanilla beans should have a nice sheen to them. They should not be dried and shriveled up. They should feel moist. They should look moist. They should be pliable. It should look like a nice, healthy vanilla bean pod. Okay guys, how easy was that? Can't get any harder than splitting a vanilla bean, sticking it in a bottle, and then covering it with vodka. Now this is what it should look like when you get all your vanilla beans in there. It's going to be nice and clear. You want to give them a shake every now and then. Once or twice a week is good. Once a week is fine. When it's all finished brewing, it's going to look like this. So pretty. You got the gold foil cap on top, you've got your ribbon, your label, and it's going to make a great gift for the holiday season. I did want to mention a few things. Vanilla extract is only going to be as good as the quality of the ingredients you're using, obviously. So like I said, use a decent quality vodka. It doesn't have to be top shelf, but you do want to use something middle of the road. And you don't have to use vodka. I just like vodka because it's a nice clean flavor in the background. It's not going to add anything to the vanilla flavor. It really lets the vanilla come through, but you can use rum, you can use bourbon, you can use a whole host of different types of liquor. Vodka is my favorite. As far as vanilla beans go, there are people out there that promote using grade B vanilla beans. I don't do that. I prefer using grade A. Like I said, your vanilla extract is only going to be as good as the quality of the ingredients that you are using. I really like I can't recommend highly enough the beans that I use, so I hope that you will give them a try. There are other beans out there to choose from, of course, if you choose to do so. So the breakdown on this, just for those of you who want to know what it's going to cost to make, my bottles cost me roughly $1.94 each. The vodka cost me around $3.20 for each bottle, and the bean itself was about $4 a bottle. So a 5-ounce bottle of vanilla extract is only costing me $9.14 to make. In the grocery stores, and I double checked just yesterday when I was there, 2 ounces of good quality vanilla bean extract or vanilla extract was over $10 for just 2 ounces. So you're making this for less than a fraction of the cost of what you would buy at retail in the grocery store. And you can get that cost down even more if you keep an eye on the vanilla beans and you keep an eye on the bottles, or use less expensive bottles, and you look for when maybe there's some liquor sales, you can get the cost down even more. This is costing me less than $2 an ounce for high quality, delicious vanilla extract. So I hope you all will give it a try. I will link for you in the description box below my video all of the things that I used minus the vodka. and I'll list some other options as well, so you have some bottles and different vanilla beans to choose from. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me today. I hope you will get started on your vanilla extract. You do need to let it extract for 6 to 8 weeks for the minimum flavor. The longer you extract it, the better it is. So the longer it sits, the better it's going to taste for you. So anyway, have a great day, guys, and I hope to see you next time.